we can do document and batch splitting to reduce document prep time. After we've done the processing, we can convert the image to data. That means we can deliver between 50 and 80% reduction in the time it takes to process a document. We can apply business rules and automatic reconciliation, doing things like row reconciliation, column reconciliation, as well as things like validation against the database or database lookups to further save keystrokes. Once we've done all the recognition and extraction, then we can export the data as well as the images to back office or line of business type applications. The data can go into an ERP application. The documents can go into a ECM system. If you're not confined to a single export, you can actually have an unlimited number of exports. So your data can go into QuickBooks, your image can go into DocuWare, you can even create perhaps an XML stream for some other business application. You are not limited to a single export. We can export the images as well as the metadata and to a document management system. That means that you get the extracted data, the metadata, which might be things like who scanned the document, where did the document come from, any information from an application that we're integrated with, maybe writebacks as an example. We get metadata from writebacks, the inbound fax number and time and things of that nature. That would be the metadata. So the images, the extracted data, the metadata can all be stored into your business application or document management system. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Gary and let him show you the product.
All right. Now on my desktop I have Simple Capture Professional up and running. I'm gonna, since we have a few new people to Simple Capture on this webinar, so I'm gonna just quickly introduce it to Simple Capture in a few words, and then we will start. I will show AutoFind a feature, and I will show how to set it up and how it works. Now, we're going to start with the interface for Simple Capture. On the left side of my screen, I have buttons to bring a document into Simple Capture. And as Jeff mentioned, there are many, many ways to bring a document to this application. It can be as simple as you can click a button, just pick up some files, one or multiple files from your machine or from a network machine, and it will appear in this batch. You can also use a scanner attached if you have a scanner connected physically to this machine. If you have, we have connection to the WriteFax, to a lot of MFPs, Codec, Sharp, eCopy, FTP, email connection, and as well, very popular way to bring a document to Simple Capture is just to monitor a hot folder or multiple hot folders on the network. So, like in my example, I set up these two folders as a hot folder. So Simple Capture is monitoring these folders. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some sample documents and drop it to a hot folder, and we're going to take a few more and drop it to the other one. And let's see what happens. Immediately you will notice that these documents appear in this batch window. So batch window represents a list of documents that we're going to process today. And you can also do some basic document assembly, document separation in this window. You can simply take one document, drop it onto another. It will merge them together. Or you can split it as well. In Simple Capture, we have also page separation, so you can set up a page separator as a barcode, a specific barcode, or a key phrase, so it will do automatic splitting, document splitting. Now, right next to my batch window, we have a profile selector window. Profile, as you can see here, it's a list, it's a set of fields, indexes that we're going to extract from this document. So I have this bill of lading in front of me, and so we're going to extract around 9 fields from this document. And in Simple Capture, the idea of the software is just a click capture solution, so you just don't keying in manually the information. You just use your mouse to capture text on this document. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And then you just move your mouse over the information that you want to capture. We support barcodes as well, so I can capture a barcode with one click. Then I can click on a date, it will capture a date. And I can also capture multiple words with one click. So like in this case, I'm going to just drag it through, so I capture a few words at a time. And I'm going to quickly process this document. So this is ship to name, this is my address, this is city, state, zip, and this is from address. Okay, so by using only a mouse, I was able to get all these fields from my image without even using a keyboard once. So the document is ready for the export, and you can have one or multiple destinations for your export in a simple capture. It can be as simple as a text file or CSV file, XML file, or it can be a database, Microsoft Access database, or SQL or Oracle database. As well, we have a lot of connectors to management system, document management systems such as SharePoint, DocX, FileBound, QuickBooks, and so on and so on. Okay, so we're ready to export this document. I'm going to click OK, and it's going to send to the final destination. Now, on this document, I'm going to just show you how verification works. So as you can see, this document is quite damaged. It's a faxed copy, and I believe it was originally also printed on a dot matrix printer, so it's a poor quality document. In simple capture, you can still process this document. The only thing you will need to spend more time just to verify that there are no any discrepancies, that there are no any problem with recognition of some characters or some letters. So let me just quickly process this document, and I'm going to show you how it works. So we're going to capture barcode, date, this is our carrier name, this is company, address, city, state, zip, and that's the company name. Okay, so I'm going to click cancel, and I'm going to show you, if you pay attention on the left side of my screen, some of the letters in my captured extracted data have pinkish color. That's an alert from the recognition engine that it's not 100% confident about those characters. So we need to verify. You're not required, or you may set up just to verify only specific fields, but we're going to just verify all characters, all questionable characters for this document. We have a built-in wizard, and you can use hotkey on the keyboard, or you can just simply push a button here at the top toolbar, and it's going to bring a window like that. At the top, we have captured extracted data, and in the middle, we have original zoomed-in image. So as an operator, what you have to do, you have to compare this letter, highlighted letter, with the one on the image. As you can see, in my case, it matches, it's fine. So I can click enter on my keyboard, or just push this confirm button, and it's going to advance to the next questionable characters. So this is good as well. Confirm. This is good too. Confirm. Confirm. This is fine. Okay, the verification of this document is done. And if you notice here, no more pinkish characters. So the document is verified, and you can send it for export. Now, let's start with introduction to the AutoFind. This is a very powerful feature. Many our clients find it very useful, and I'll show you benefits. The idea of the AutoFind that the system learns operator clicks, and next time it sees a similar document from the same vendor, let's say it's going to be a different invoice, it will try to extract data from the image automatically. So right before our webinar, I've cleared the knowledge base for the document, so it doesn't really know how to work, how to process this document. So it's like a brand new document for the system. And for the first time, we have to click capture our fields. So we have, it's our invoice, we have to capture 5 extract 5 fields. I'm going to quickly process this document. Invoice number is right here. Invoice date is right here. Vendor name is Artsyl Inc. Balance due is here. And term is credit card. Okay, we captured all required information and we can export the document. Now here comes another document. It's not an invoice, but it's also a different vendor. So for the first time, have to do the same thing. Have to click capture this information. Vendor name, balance due, and term is not 30. Okay, it's good, and let's export it. Now see what happens on this document. First of all, my mouse advanced, it moved automatically to the invoice number field, plus there is a yellow border around this field. That's an alert from the AutoFind feature that it was able to recognize this document because we processed Artsyl Inc. about 2 documents ago, so it knows how to work with it. So there is a hotkey on your keyboard. It's F3 button, and if I'm going to press this button, see what happens. With one click, the system, Simple Capture, was able to extract all these 5 fields automatically. Again, in my profile, there are only 5 fields set up, but there is no limit. You can set up 10, 20, or even 100. It's not a problem, so it will be able to handle it as well. And let's export this document, and I'll show you what's going to happen, because there are also sometimes could be exceptions, because let's say your vendor just change the form, just modify, or some information is not located at this exact same location. It's at a different place. So this is a perfect example. I'm going to also click F3 on my keyboard, and as you can see here, we were able to extract all information, but balance due is missing because it's now on this document. It's located totally at a different place. So we have to click capture, and now we have all the information that we need, and we're ready to export it. Okay, and I'm going to also quickly show how AutoFind is configured. Some of you may think that it's maybe complicated procedure or any programming or scripting is required. In fact, it's very easy to do. All you have to do, you have to edit your current profile with a profile editor. Simple Capture comes with a profile editor that you can change, add more fields, create rules, set your export and other options. And for each block that you want to extract, for each block you can set up this AutoFind by putting a check mark. So basically, if you put a check mark for the AutoFind and enable it in the profile, you're ready to go. Of course, you should also have this module in your license connected. So if you buy this add-on module, if you enable it in a profile, and if you configure for each block, you will be able to use this feature. So let's process this invoice as well. Okay, everything is processed. Now on this commercial invoice, I'm going to it's just a few features combined on one document. Let's also, it shows us an alert that it was able to recognize this document. I'm going to push F3 button, and as you can see, it was able to extract some information. I'm going to just put invoice type, and let's see. We have information